Just because something is ordinary, it doesn't mean that it is not significant. Our lives are made of little tales of small things that made all the difference. It is so easy to overlook them and let them slip into silence and ask what's next, like none of it has ever happened. Sometimes I need to stop and remember the things that I don't want to forget, because if I don't remember them, no one will. Where was I? I know that you can be trusted, I murmur it to myself in the dark as I try to fall asleep. And I trust you. I'll be home for Christmas. I trust you still. I rock myself back and forth under the blanket, trying to soothe myself into sleep. How? Echoes the question in my mind as if it has been set on repeat in the last 3 months. I don't know, and I don't have to know, I assure myself. He is God, not I. Why would I not trust Him? As I am staring at a fluorescent star on the ceiling, once again, my heart is overwhelmed with thankfulness for this new life I have been given in the past couple of years. What an adventure! Memories of another Christmas flood my mind. It was just 2 years ago, my final year at high school, and it was a cold December with deep snow covering the streets. In church, we were preparing for a spectacular Christmas concert. I was very excited about it, because I was planning on inviting quite a few people to it. People whose faces I saw daily in my city, but I did not speak to. People with sad eyes that never looked into mine. I didn't know their names yet. Usually they are just called homeless. I want you to go and tell these people that they are not forgotten and that I love them, God talked to me one night. Go to the big supermarkets and ask for some gifts you can give them. I was so beside myself that evening I couldn't sleep much. I made a list of the names of all the big supermarket chains and started to visit them one by one the next morning. I'm sorry, but I'm only a shop assistant. I don't have the authority to give you anything, said a middle-aged lady in the shop. Of course I understand, but thanks for your time anyway, I assure her. By the afternoon I had my fair share of hearing the same thing over and over. So let's change this. I pick a big supermarket in an even greater shopping center. As the security guard, where can I find the main boss I can talk to? I tell him briefly what would be my business with him. He likes my idea so much that he personally escorts me through security guards and codes to the director's glass-walled office and waits for me at the door. I'm sorry, sir. Can I have a few minutes of your time? I ask. I guess he's not used to seeing teenagers in this meeting room, and out of curiosity he grants my request. He's a tall, heavy-built, intimidating man. But that is okay. I'm a girl on a mission, so I confidently introduce myself and ask if his store would be able to donate any goods at all to the Christmas parcels that I plan on putting together. I think I managed to surprise him. He's all smiles and politeness as he explains to me how he hasn't got the authority to do anything at all. Nothing at all? I don't mean big things, just some chocolate, crisps or fruits. I am really sorry, dear, but my hands are tied, he says with a big sigh and a bit too much drama in his voice. Well, thank you very much for your time, sir, and have a blessed Christmas, I say as we part. As I exit the shopping center, the cold wind cools my flushed cheeks that are burning. I'm not ashamed. I'm incredibly excited. Krista, you just actually talked to a director. You really did, and there was nothing to it. But this just won't do. There must be someone who could actually do something. I guess I just have to talk to someone who has more authority in these things. I did my hardest to find such a person. After an hour and a half, I found the regional executive director's office, which was tucked away among many warehouses. I am sorry, but he is away at the moment, and I'm not sure if he will return today, the secretary told me. But you wouldn't mind if I waited here a bit longer, would you? If there is just a slight chance that he could turn up, I don't want to miss it, and I have time. Bye. Yes, you can sit and wait, but I can't guarantee that he will come." "That is great, thank you," I say and sit down. And wait some more. Then stand up and walk around the corridor, then sit back and carry on waiting. The man's title is so long that they had to put up 2 silver plates next to his office to make it fit. Just to read it all makes me feel insignificant and I get more nervous. But that's okay. I figured that a lot of the times my feelings are far from the truth. My patience pays off because this tower of a man turns up. He's a lot bigger than the previous guy, and he seems like one who can carry his titles. "Well done waiting. I really didn't think he would come back today. You can go now and talk to him," says the secretary. "Thank you." I stand, clear my throat, take a deep breath, and go into the office. The man isn't too kind, one could say a bit arrogant, and grills me over my plans. It is clear he's not going to help me. In the end I say, "Well, have a blessed Christmas, sir." "So if you would have made these gifts, what had you put in them?" he asks as he opens the door for me. I look up at him and say confidently, "Make no mistake, sir, in thinking, I will make those gifts with or without your help. I will bake some cakes with my mom. I already got little Gideon Bibles, and I will put in fruit and chocolates and such." "Ah, Bibles. So you are one of those people," he says. "I guess I am." I stare back at him with my head literally lifted high. He opens a glass cabinet next to him, gets a big box full of chocolate, and gives me 2 big handfuls of them. "There, put those in as well then," he says. "Thank you, sir. I will. Have a blessed Christmas." Yes, you too," he answered with a deep breath, and we parted. The next morning I went to the last big superstore on the list in my town. "Can I please speak to the managing director of the store, please?" I asked the lady on the reception confidently. "Which one?" She looks up. Her question confused me. "The one with the most authority?" I say finally. She raises an eyebrow. "And what is your business with him exactly?" I explain. She lifts up her phone and presses a button. "Sorry to interrupt, sir, but there is a girl here who would like to ask for some goods for her homeless project." "Yes," she says as she listens to the phone. "Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. I'll tell her. Thank you." And then she puts the phone down. "Not to worry," she says reassuring. "The store just sent off a big van full of goods to the council, and they will give it to the homeless." I just stare at her with a burning face. "But I came here to talk to him," I say. "Well, I just did it for you. And this is what he said. But I would like to talk to him," I interrupt. "I only asked for a few minutes of his time. Please, call him back." Now it is her who looks at me puzzled, but she reaches to the phone and presses the button. "I am sorry to interrupt again, sir. The girl would like to speak to you." "Yes," I told her. Yes, I did," she explains, then she looks at me again and hands me the phone. "There, you can talk to him." The fire that was burning my face is now consuming my whole body. What on earth am I doing? Runs through my mind. But then I just take a deep breath, and for the last time I explain my plans with the Christmas gift and ask for help. "Yes, I understand," he responds. "And I'm glad to inform you that we have already sent out a big van of things to the council a couple of days ago to help the underprivileged." "I'm very glad to hear it, sir, but you don't understand. I personally would like to give these gifts to the people, and I just can't accept that a big company like yours can't help. It is not much that I'm asking for, but there must be something you can do." "What is your name?" he interrupts. "It's Christina." "Stay where you are. I am coming down." and then he puts the phone down. Shocked, I hold the handset for a few more seconds, then with a shaky hand, I hand it back to the receptionist. He says he's coming down, and I'm to wait for him, I say quietly. Then I step away from the reception desk and wait. My knees are shaking too, my ears are ringing and I feel a bit faint. I try to take deep breaths. Any moment now and he will come to teach me my lesson. How dare I talk to him the way I just did? I really hope he will not shout at me in front of all these people for stepping over the line. And even if he does, God, let me not cry like a baby. Oh Lord, help me not to break down. But then again, hold on, I think to myself. If I can pray and stand in front of God Almighty, the creator of heaven and earth without fear, then there is no created man I should be afraid of. Yes, that is right. Greater is he that is in me than the one that is in the world, I assure myself. Are you Christina? Turns to me a short man with both of his hands full of well-packed Tesco shopping bags. Yes, I am. He puts the bags down. They are full of oranges and apples and Christmassy chocolates and snacks. He introduces himself as the managing director and reaches for my hand to shake it. It is an honor meeting you, young lady. You will go far in life, and I'm happy that I have met you. Here is what you asked for. Have a Merry Christmas.